Hi there, this is Stacy Phillips, and this is my video log for Saturday, September 14th, 2013. Um, today's video log was completely spur of the moment because I wanted to just, let you guys know a little bit of what has gone on in my life the last 2 days. So that you can see, like, in a sense, that I am no superwoman, that, it's truly habits of health that I've incorporated into my life on a daily basis. Those little routines, those little decisions that I've gradually and incrementally changed over the last, 3 years that has allowed me to lose 144 pounds and be well on my way to keeping it off. But what I wanted to share with you is, that it's become just clearer to me, as it always is, that I'm not a different person. I'm the same person. I'm consistent in my person, put it that way. In my adult life, I am who I am, and what I have discovered is, the state of my health, the state of my BMI, the state of being in optimal health or ultra health is completely a daily choice dependent on me, and it's also dependent on the habits and the structure that I have set up in my own life. So I'm going to use myself as an example. The last 2 days have been a little bit stressful. I've been worried about some friends in Colorado. And my stress is nothing compared to their stress with the flooding that's going on in Estes Park and Lyons and Boulder and Aurora. I mean, these were my stomping grounds for 7 years, from 2001 to 2008. I lived in Lyons. I lived on Apple Valley Road, which is pretty much completely washed out now, with all of the residents having close to the river, having lost everything. We went to Boulder every weekend, 12 miles away. I worked in Estes Park. I ministered in Estes Park at a Bible college as a registrar for 3 years. These are my people. These are my community, and keep in touch with them on Facebook. And first I just want to say I've been praying for you guys. I feel totally helpless. Of course, there's nothing I can do. You probably feel pretty helpless. There's not a whole lot you guys can do except band together and, as a community, which is what you're doing, obviously. So, know that you have my prayers from afar, from Arizona. So I've had a little bit of that on my mind, been preoccupied with that. And in the midst of that, we bundled our internet and our high-speed internet and our phone landline, and we didn't have TV for the last 2.5 years. We got rid of our dish network for 2.5 years. We haven't had it, and so I completely forgot what a spiraling routine I can get into when we have it, because we said, well, why not? We're paying the same for the internet and phone now that we pay for all three. So why not, do a trial, 30 days or so of having television again, back in our house. I mean, we have a television, but just for DVDs and Amazon Prime and things like that. So we went ahead and hooked it up 2 nights ago, and sure enough, the night it's hooked up, I find myself being drawn to the same unhealthy habits that I was in, almost 3 years ago, of sitting in front of that thing in the evening, channel surfing, looking for something just to sit and watch. And of course you get the munchies when you're sitting on the couch and, going past diners, drive-ins, and dives, and, watching House Hunters International, and, the things that I used to watch that, just made me want to have an apartment in Paris and a cheeseburger. I mean, amidst all the pharmaceutical and food commercials, that you're dodging and getting some of, every time they come on before you can pause it. I tell you what, if I did not find myself transported back to the mentality that I had when I was morbidly class 4 obese, I call it fat brain, just sitting there on the couch with the clicker and, wanting a cheeseburger and, going to bed really kind of disappointed that I didn't have a pied-à-terre in Paris and, there wasn't the next Food Network superstar. And so all those familiar kind of feelings and desires and things kind of rushed in, and I could see myself deteriorating right in front of my eyes. I could see my attitudes and I could see my resolve, and and so we pulled back today. 2 nights of this, sitting in front of the couch, 2 nights of this, basically 34 hours of having television service hooked up. I called them this morning. My husband and I, we called them this morning and we said, take it away. We don't want it anymore. We're within that 30 days of trial and we are done with it. Just bundle the phone and the internet for us. But we're choosing not to get back into those routines. And we're choosing not to bring that into the house, which would then make it easier to fall back into old behaviors. So, to see that just played out right in front of me in the last 48 hours, that I'm still me. People ask me all the time, are you just such a different person now that you've lost 144 pounds? No, I'm actually the same person. I am the same person who, through guidance and the right tools, has built up layers of support around herself intentionally and created new healthy habits that allow me to live the healthy life that I want to live while still being me. But, when plunged into the circumstances of old habits or old routines, if I choose those again, if I choose those on a daily basis, you bet I'll end up where I was before. So that's the difference, I guess you could say, is that I am more aware fully of who I am, what my potential is, what my calling in life is, and what I'm capable of, both in terms of either gaining my weight back or maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And this is just a way that my husband and I have decided to continue our healthy lifestyle, is just to not to bring that back into our house, because there's so much more we could be doing with our time than watching a show called I Was Impaled, or Why Planes Crash, or Bridezilla, or Jersey Shore. I'm sorry if I'm stepping on any toes, but even the news last night, my husband was getting annoyed at it, and I was, of course, sucked in. So we just said that's it. So that's just an example. Was I true to my values and aspirations on my eating plan the last 2 days? Unfortunately, I succumbed to some old behaviors, and so I just wanted to say that it's you're never we're never immune. You don't take an inoculation and then all of a sudden you're never going to have to deal with temptations again. But it's a matter of choosing daily whom you will serve, I guess. Will you serve your stomach, or will I serve my stomach, or will I serve my my health goals and aspirations, my higher calling, so to speak, my purpose, my desire to live a healthy life and model that for my family, my community. Yeah, that's what I choose. So just to let you know that's my vlog for today, pretty impromptu, and I just wanted to say that it's been an interesting 48 hours. So, choose health today, build up those habits of health incrementally, things that you can sustain, practice daily over time, and it will produce stunning results. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.